Hi, food lovers. Welcome back to Kitchen Diary. Today I'm sharing something special, a New Year feast, straight from my mother's hand. These recipes aren't just food, they are memories of love, warmth, and those magical moments spent in the kitchen with her.
Classic chole
We're
bhature,
making
rice, raita,
every
to
New
end the
Year's
year
Eve.
on a perfect
My
note.
mother would cook a massive batch of chole, the aroma of roasted spices, and the sight of those perfectly puffed bhature would instantly make the night special. I can still hear her saying, "Good food
Pressure
makes
cook the
good
soaked
memories,"
chickpeas
with a pinch of salt and baking soda for 4-5 whistles. Now, heat oil in a kadhai, add cumin seeds, bay leaf, black pepper, and javitri, and let them splutter. Add onion garlic paste and saute until golden brown and cook it for a minute. As my mother prepared the chole, she would explain each step, sharing stories of her childhood. This recipe is a family heirloom, passed down through
She would
generations.
say
with pride. She always added a pinch of a secret spice blend, a mixture she never fully revealed, claiming that it was the secret to make this dish
The chickpeas
unforgettable.
simmered
Slowly in a rich gravy of tomatoes, onions, and spices, filling the kitchen with an aroma that made my mouth water
So
in
guys, all the
anticipation.
ingredients are in description box so you can check it out.
Now,
I'll continue with my story. I loved watching her make the masala. She'd grind the spices herself, coriander, cumin and a touch of cinnamon. Because she believed store-bought mixes could not capture the depth of flavor she wanted. The kitchen would fill with the aroma
and
of
she
roasting
would look
spices over her shoulder to smile at me. This is the smell of love, she'd say. Stirring
when
the
she
masala, finally added the cooked chickpeas, she'd let them simmer on low heat, saying, "Patience make the flavors come alive."
But what made her chole truly special wasn't the taste. It was a story she told me while making it. She'd talk about her mother used to make chole for family gatherings, how they would sit together on the floor with a big pot in the center, sharing stories and laughter. Food isn't just about eating, she'd say. It's about connection.
While the chole
It
cooked,
brings people
it was a
together.
time
To prepare the bhatura. I loved helping her with this part. She would knead the dough with a practiced hand, her fingers working with a skill I admired. "You have to feel the dough, let it come alive under your touch," she would say. I would match mesmerized as she rolled the dough into small balls and flattened them into perfect circles, each one destined to puff up beautifully. Just like
in hot
life,
oil.
you have to let things rise, she often reminded me, smiling. I knew she wasn't just talking about the bhatura, she was imparting wisdom that I would carry with me after the food was gone. Once the bhatura were
To
frying,
savor the sound.
I would take a
The
moment
sizzle as they hit the oil, the soft pop as they puffed up. In those moments, I learned that cooking was more than just making a meal. It was about creating an experience, a memory that lingered long
Next
after the
came the
last
sides,
bite. Rice and raita. Mom would always remind me of the importance of balance in a meal. The rice needs to be fluffy and raita should be refreshing. She would say,
I love the way
as she
she
mixed the
expertly cooked the
yogurt
rice.
with boondi and a sprinkle of roasted cumin, creating a perfect complement to rich chole.
The rice and raita at our New Year's feast weren't just sides, they were the unsung heroes of the table. While the chole and bhature grabbed all the attention, the rice and Boondi Raita quietly worked with their magic, bringing balance to every plate. But for me, these dishes held a charm of their own. They carried a simplicity that spoke volumes about my mom's cooking philosophy. Even the humblest ingredients, when
I
treated
remember
with
watching
love,
my
could
mom
become
make
extraordinary.
rice
As if it were a ritual. She believed that rice was the foundation of any good meal. If the rice isn't right, the meal feels incomplete. She used to say,
while the pressure
on
cooker
New Year's
worked its
Eve,
magic on chickpeas. She'd begin her
she
process
always
with
chose
the
the
rice.
finest basmati rice, insisting on wasting it at least 3 times until the water ran clear.
You have to respect the rice. Her hands, she gently swirling the grains in a large bowl of water, treating it with care, and it will reward you with its
When the rice
fragrance
is
and
cooked
fluffiness.
perfectly, she turned her attention to Boondi Raita, which was my favorite part of the meal. Unlike other dishes, this was quick to make, but it held a special place in our hearts for the freshness
She'd
it
always
brought
kept
to
a
the
packet
feast. Of crispy bundi on hand for occasions like this. It's the easiest way to add a crunch, she'd say, pouring the tiny fried balls into a bowl of warm water.
As they
I loved
soaked,
watching the
turning
bundi
soft
plump
but still retaining a bit of their bite. The yogurt was the star of the raita, and she always made sure it was creamy and smooth. She'd whisk it
velvety
until it reached
consistency.
then added a pinch of salt, a dash of roasted cumin powder, sprinkle of black salt. Sometimes she'd mix a bit
Extra
of
touch of
finely chopped
freshness.
coriander.
Once
The
for
bundi
an
was drained and added to the yogurt. She'd give it a gentle stir, making sure every piece was coated. Raita isn't just a side, she'd say. It's a pacemaker. It cools the spice and ties everything together. Now it's time to fry bhatura. She
First
rolled
one
out
to
each
puff up
bhatura
in the
with
hot
practiced
oil.
ease.
See how it rises, she'd say with a glint of pride. That's how we should begin the new year, rising high and
As
full
the family
of joy.
gathered around, my mom would watch us with a quiet smile. She never ate first. She always served everyone else, taking joy in our enjoyment. Food is best enjoyed together, she'd say. And she was right. The laughter, the clinking of plates, the sharing of stories made
Years
the meal
later,
unforgettable.
as I recreate this dish in my own kitchen, I realized the magic wasn't just in her recipes, it was in the way she made everyone feel loved and cherished. This new year, as I prepare her dishes for my family and share them with you, I hope you feel a little of that magic too, because in every bite of these recipes, there's a piece of my mom's magic, a legacy of love passed down from her hands to ours.
May this year is as sweet as the Gulab Jamun in our thali.
That's all for today. Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.